Hey, it's me, Aaron from Level Up Yoga, and today we're gonna do some Kapalabhati breathing, and this is known as the skull shining breath, the breath to clear your mind. And this breath is really good in the morning. You know, it allows us to wake up, energize. It's really stimulating for the body and allows you to oxygenate your body really quickly. So find yourself somewhere comfortable and seated on the floor. I like to do this sitting on a bolster, so if you have a bolster handy, grab a bolster, and whenever you're ready, I'll meet you on the floor. So the number one thing that Kapalabhati will do for you is build awareness in your core. So prepare to get right in there and feel all the things in your belly. So the first thing you really need to know when doing Kapalabhati breathing is how your core works, or how your lower abdominal muscles work. So we do this breathing by using our belly to push oxygen in and out of our body. So I want you to just take a moment to have a look down at your belly. I wore this shirt so that I could show you my belly. And I want you to just see if you can draw your belly in towards your spine and then let it out. Draw the lower belly in towards your spine and let it out. And I might just turn to the side so that you can see this a little better in my body. So I'm drawing my belly in and I'm letting my belly out. Drawing my belly in, letting my belly out. Drawing it in, letting it out. Drawing the belly in, letting the belly out. Now, we're going to do this a little bit faster. So the Kapalabhati breath really comes from a snapping in of the core. It goes like this. So see if you can snap your belly in a little tighter on the bottom of your exhale. And this can take some time. It can take some time to build the awareness and to really understand, your capacity. So the other thing Kapalabhati does for us is it allows us to build on our mental strength, mental stability. Once you start doing this and you're doing it properly with this strong core activation, it will very quickly become quite intense. You'll feel your belly starting to fatigue. And it's said that that's where the Kapalabhati begins. That's when the fire starts, and that's when we start to build endurance. And when we do this at the beginning of our practice, we're building endurance for our practice. We're building tapas for our practice. So that when we start to move into some stronger asanas, we can hold them for that little bit longer. It's the beginning of the mental strength. So let's do one round now together, and then we'll have a little bit more of a chat. Then we'll do a second round, and I'll get you to compare the two different ways of doing this. So firstly, we're going to do this really gently. Now we've worked a little bit on this snapping of the belly. Now we're going to snap the belly to breathe for us. And you won't need to force any breath in or force any breath out. So we're not really using our diaphragm. We're not really using the lungs to breathe. We're just using the belly, and it'll be quite a short, sharp breath. So let's together take a big breath in through the nose. And a slow breath out through the nose. Now I'd like you to breathe in about a third of the way. And then begin a very gentle snapping back of the belly. We'll do 10 more. Breathing all the way out. Then take a big breath in. Return back to a normal breath. And just notice how you feel. You might have noticed your belly fatiguing a little bit. You might have felt a little bit uncoordinated, and this can take some time to build the coordination. So you may have noticed that when you soften your belly, there need be no force in drawing the oxygen back in, because when you soften, your lungs will expand, and that expansion will draw the air back into your body. So really, the work for this breath comes from the snapping back, quickly drawing the belly button in towards our spine. Now, we started off quite gently, and most of the time it's really good to start off quite gently. I've done some practices with some teachers who will teach Kapalabhati for 15, 20 minutes, and you can't sustain an intense Kapalabhati for 15 or 20 minutes, but you can sustain Kapalabhati really gently and slowly for quite a long period of time. So for this second round, we're going to do this a little bit more intensely. We'll do it for maybe 2 minutes, and when it starts to become intense in the belly, I want you to set your mind strong and continue pushing through. Feel the burn, feel the fire. You know, a lot of people who are practicing yoga more for physical benefits will do Kapalabhati because it tones their abs. But we're not doing it to tone our abs. We're doing it to build mental strength and to purify the body. Let's begin round 2. Take a full breath in. And a slow breath out. Breathe in about a third of the way. And then begin. Start to drop into the rhythm of your breath, the rhythm of your body. So that's about a minute. I want you to start to pick up the pace now. See if you can stay with me. Breathe all the way out. Take a slow, deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Notice how you feel. It becomes quite intense, right? And that intensity gives us nothing else to focus on. So when we do this at the beginning of our practice, it really forces us into presence, and it is a little bit forceful. It can be a little bit fiery. That's why I would always normally only teach this in the morning. Normally I will practice this in the morning. And I encourage you to do the same. Maybe for the next week or the next 40 days, set yourself the goal to practice 2 minutes of Kapalabhati breathing every morning. And let me know how you go. I'd love to hear. Maybe you add it to your morning practice. Maybe you just do it after you brush your teeth. Leave a comment down below and let me know how you found this. And thank you for being here. Thank you for doing this practice with me. And if you found this useful to your practice, please share it with someone else you know. And I'll see you next time.